All right, everyone, we are here for our third and final expulsion of intestinal gas scenarios here in this assignment. So now we're going to talk about Fred. That's the name we're going to use for this client. And this is kind of an anecdotal story too, and a what if you get into this situation in the massage office. In this case, Fred was morbidly obese. He was coming into the office for intense low back pain and glute pain. He has difficulty getting on and off the table, and as he is well over 450 pounds, I checked the weight rating of the table because it wasn't my table. It was at a chiropractic office I was working at, fresh out of school at the time. Wanted to make sure those tables could take it. I have a good table at home. It's weight rated for over 800 pounds. I would not be concerned, but if it's not your table, always check the weight rating. He required a step stool to get up and down off of the table, and he had extremely limited mobility in his shoulder as well due to the accident, his back pain, and his weight. So he did remove his shirt, but he did not remove his pants, which is fantastic considering what happened next. As he was laying prone on the table, I had draped him for a couple of reasons. One, let's keep his upper back warm and stuff while I'm getting other things ready in the office. Also give him a sense of privacy and feeling cozy, even though he has his normal pants on. Two, we don't eat at everybody's houses, and we don't lean on everybody's clothes. We don't know what could be on his clothes. I don't want to rub on him with my uniform by accident because he is off of the table a little bit as well. And I don't want to potentially lean on another client with whatever could be on his clothes. I have the sheet there, not the world's best protection, but it is a barrier between us. Well, as I pulled down the sheet to expose his low back, I noticed that he has a lot of sweat in the low back area. Totally normal for our folks that come in with higher skin temperatures, all right? But he also has a very damp brown area where oil, sebum, sweat have mixed with fecal matter. It's a brown stain coming up from his gluteal cleft, several inches up his lumbar region onto his low back. And it smells exactly like what you think it is. Okay? It was very obvious. He needs this manual therapy. He cannot reach around behind him with his limited shoulder mobility to properly clean the area. And he doesn't have a caretaker with him. And even if he did, there wouldn't be enough time with his limited mobility to go to the bathroom, wash it off, potentially put on new pants, come back in. So I made an executive decision at that point in time. And what you do at this point is entirely up to you. It's up to your level of experience, professionalism, how much of a biohazard is happening here in the office. This is what I did. You can tell me what you would do in this situation. It was clearly already a little bit on the sheet. What I did do was put on a pair of gloves. I went to my hot towel caddy where I keep some extra damp towels for these type of situations, usually feet, not this. But they have peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil. As long as the client is not allergic, and always ask first before applying essential oils anywhere on or near your client. But I asked, they're antimicrobial, antibacterial, and anti-smell. So I used the hot towel to wipe this damp patch on his low back. Put it inside of the dirty sheet. Put those inside of their own plastic bag to wash them later with extra bleach, separate from the other laundry, especially since we're really concerned about things like C. diff, and we really want to use enough of the bleach to make sure that we handle that. I explained proper cleanliness for his return visit, so we did not have this issue again. I put on a new sheet, double washed my hands, put on a new pair of gloves, and worked him with compressions through his clothes, through the sheet, with my gloves on, did his massage. He got the treatment that he needed. I maintained safety for myself. I was able to disinfect the massage table after he left, and I was able to wash the sheet I had just also added, as well as the one that had been soiled before, in extra bleach to make sure that everything was taken care of for the safety of my future clients. So the question is, how would you handle this type of thing? How would you speak to your client in this situation? And how would you make sure that they did not feel embarrassed and felt safe to return?